Shabbat Shalom. Good morning. I'm glad to be with you. Last week I was away with my family at an undisclosed rural location. A bit of time for rest and relaxation, a bit of reflection, and a time to gain some perspective on the events of the world. I came across in my reading a quote from Midrash Terumah, an early collection of midrashim of rabbinic legends, which takes a verse from Proverbs, in which a person is described as Terumah, set aside or apart, in the way that Terumah in its original context describes the portion of food that was taken out of the sacrificial offering and set aside for the priests. That if any one of us understands him or herself, if we understand ourselves as Terumah set apart from the affairs of the world, if we see the injustices around us and say, what are these concerns to me? I will do just fine without considering them. They do not matter to me. Such a person brings about the fall of the world. Such a person is responsible for the crumbling of society. Such a person, to use a modern idiom, participates in how democracies die. Elie Wiesel taught that while we all may not be guilty, all bear responsibility, not only for events as they happened and for the reality that we live with today, but we are all responsible for helping to fashion and to forward a new way forward, such that our world might be a better reflection of the ideals about which we speak, about which rabbis preach, and that we hold out as that world we want our children and grandchildren to inherit. I'm reminded of the son in the four sons from the Passover Seder who says, what is all this to you and not to me? The individual who sets him or herself apart, understands the troubles of the world to be other than their own. Such a person not only cuts themselves off from the community, but begins to help to undermine the fabric of community itself. The mandate we have as Jews, our Torah teaches, our rabbis remind us, and our entire tradition comes to tell, is that we must be part of not only improving our world, tikkun olam, fashioning repair from a broken and fractured reality, but that we must work on being better ourselves. Each one of us better tomorrow than we were yesterday, recognizing that true change begins with me. We do not set ourselves apart from the community, but rather we lean into it. We listen closely, with an open heart, with a listening heart, and we recognize that all of our fates are intertwined, and the responsibilities we have begin with each one of us, extend outward, and that it will be in this way and this way alone that we will begin to repair the world as it exists, that we might bring into a world that Shabbat foretells. I wish you a Shabbat Shalom. Hope that we'll have time to share with one another in coming days, and wish you and your loved ones and our world entire every blessing and good wish. Shabbat Shalom.